Hi everyone, this is Brasília Toastmasters. Here is where leaders are made, and here is a meeting, guys. You should leave our mic on mute for not talking because there are few noise that could bother the people in the meeting. And if we're giving a speech and you hear like a noise in the street from someone else, it can kind of make it harder for you to give a speech. And during quarantine, all of the meetings were online, so we adopt this sign language of applause. Instead of doing like this, we do like this. It's a little bit funny to do that like this. And try to use the order of the day. I'm gonna give it afterwards, but whenever we use that words, we do like this, we go like this, giving a thumbs up. So the person that used the word of the day know that he or she's been heard. And place a pin on the time picture. This goes for the people that are giving a speech, so they don't go overboard or don't overboard. And for guests here, it's not mandatory to speak, but if you feel comfortable, you should go and give a speech, but actually on the tabletop part of the meeting. And the club mission is develop public speaking skills and leadership skills through active participation, inclusive experience, and continuous learning. And that goes for the Brasília Toastmasters work. The team of Omicron Adventure. And I found this post on the internet. I was going to share with you guys. As soon as I saw you, I know grand adventure was about to happen. And I started reading a lot of books in quarantine, and most of the books started with something like this, like two characters met, and then they go on a grand adventure. And even before quarantine, I saw this quote right here. What's more important as the big panda, journey or the destination? And the tiny dragon is with the company. And that's very good. That's a very good quote because sometimes like one thing has when you go to we only did for our goal instead of what we had to do to get there. We not enjoy the company and the journey in itself. We don't enjoy the people that are helping us. We just focus on getting the promotion, their job, or learning English, but we don't enjoy the experience in itself in the company. Adventure. The rules of the meeting are as follows. The Toastmaster today is going to be me, Olavo Pacelli. The time will be Fernanda Viana. The counter and grammar will be Rachel Island. The topic master is going to be our friend Peter Feijó, and the general evaluator will be Daniel Pina. The order of the day will be mesmerize.
Yes.
Oh, is it me or Rachel that's going to say?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. To hold the attention someone entirely, to interest or amaze someone so much that nothing else is seen or noticed. Example number one, Montero is mesmerized by the youngest beauty, especially her bright green eyes. And example number two is, one day, while he's way to the doctor, he hears a lovely song and mesmerized at the singing daughter instead of the doctor. And the price speech is going to be as follows. It's already this. So it's gonna be Jumar Anderson. His pathway tries to be presentation mastery, and his project will be effective body language, and his evaluator will be Giuseppe Rosa, and the title of his speech will be the manager self. It has between 5 to 7 minutes to be eligible for the vote. Well, I don't know if Jose is already here. I didn't saw him before.
Yes, he is. He's in.
Yes. Oh, no, I saw it. I just said, it's yours now. The meeting is yours. The meeting is yours. The meeting is yours. Gilmar. Not gonna move myself.
I don't see the timer. I guess she's restarted. It don't come back at the timer. Who is the timer? I can't put a sound sign here. If anyone can show
I
me
can
the
be
type.
timer until Fernanda comes back.
Okay, I will pin you then, Laura. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Whenever you're ready.
I want to start mesmerizing you with these questions. Do you manage your life? What is managing? What is life about? When we're born, we don't have inside the box a kind of instruction manual telling you how to deal with this body in this life. Instead, we have instincts, we have emotions, we have our biological needs, want to breathe, want to eat, want to see the world. I remember when I was about 10 years old, I kind of give thought to it. What I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to put all the things I want to accomplish on a map. I will draw it, I'll chart it and follow it, go there and take what I planned to conquer. But at that same moment, I remember I said, no, it would not be fun if you know already what you're going there to take. I instead choose this way of more improvised life. Let's be here in the moment, see what life brings and deal with it in a more adventurous way. But at that time, I didn't know that's not that simple. It is not quite easy to just plan it, make a list and go there one by one and develop your skills to reach such a goals. We're not so simple as that. We have this rational side of mind that calculates, but we have also this emotional side. We have our passions, we have our virtues, but we have also our vices. In business administration, you can find about 10 styles of managing. There is the scientific style, the bureaucratic school of managing. There is the behaviorist, humanist, and we learned that none of them are the perfect one to manage a company. Each one of these styles can be the right one, depend on the situation, on the leader style. In life, we have, comparing with the business, the culture, the religions, the philosophical schools, we have the psychological tendencies, we have the minimalism. Any of them can be great for you to try. But it all will depend on your inner meaning that you give to your life. Any one of us, do you have inside ourselves, do you know clearly what is our mission, our meaning? Because we're not born with that. We have to discover that. It is not an easy way. And we are time bound. When you reach a certain age, you kind of discover or realize or get more aware that time is finite. And you have to organize yourself to accomplish things, and you have to be sincere to put feasible goals. You have to manage yourself. And in doing that, you're going to deal with these vices, these passions. You're going to procrastinate. Then discovering yourself through your emotional intelligence, developing it, you can make a list of what are your tendencies to procrastinate and try to be present. This way, you can accomplish more because, for example, I myself am here trying to study try to study a little, but then, no, let's play the guitar, love the guitar, let's play a little. Okay, let's have here a short-term reward. Let's procrastinate this long-term reward. And there's a lot of distractions in life. That's why it's so important a question you comprehend that life can keep mesmerizing you. You can get a lot of distraction. Then we have to write down our own managerial style, our mission to look for that thing in this infinite life that's called self-realization, self-fulfillment. Then I want to let you now with these questions. Do you manage your life? What is management? What is life about?
Such a great speech, Gilmar. It makes us put things into perspective and actually answer your question, because that in my life, I don't think about that a lot, but when you put like that, how do you manage your life? It makes us think if we're doing the things right or wrong. So right now, we're gonna have 1 minute for the online feedback for Gilmar. You open the link tree and send a feedback for him if you think it's good, what he can improve, and all the things that he did right. So time is with you now.
Time's up, Olavo.
All right. Even if you didn't have time to give him his feedback, you can do that later. He will be receiving that tomorrow morning. All right. And for next speech, and now that some reports for these actors, right? Not now. All right. Oh, because
Try refreshing it.
Oh, here with Naya Lima's speech. She's on the visionary communication track, and her project is the Prática communication plan. And part of her speech will be celebrating the magic of cinema, a communication plan. Her evaluator will be Alessandro Diaz, and she has a speech length to 5 minutes to 7 minutes.
Today, I'm here to experience my journey with creating a communication plan. That's my goal today here, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As many of us, we experienced during the pandemic a change. And for me, it was a change about the movies. Do you like movies? Do you go to movies? I did, and I still go. But there was a great change about that. And the first beginning, I wanted to bring movies back to my life. So I created an Instagram account on April 19, exactly, on 2020, right in pandemic uphill. And I'm here to show you what I want to share as a communication plan. As I told you, as many of us, we experienced a pandemic change, and I launched on Instagram. A page to talk about. So the first thing in a communication plan we need the significance of a central messenger. Who am I talking to? So imagine you are in a dark room searching for a light switch. The central message is that switch, and it illuminates your communication, make it clear, focused, and powerful. So you have to have clarity. So what I wanted to do is to bring to my Instagram users a well-crafted idea. What I'm doing here, what I'm showing to you. So I'm showing you cinema, the news, the the next movies that are coming out, maybe some trivia. So what I wanted to do is, so the second thing you have to do in a plan is relevance. What is relevance? It's a strong, you have to resonate with your audience. You have to have a link. So the phrase that sticks with audience long after that, did it stick to you? So was relevant for you. And the next thing that is very, very important is memorability. Is a strong, you have to be memorable, you have to be remembered. And the last one is actionability, is what you say, call to action. You're gonna watch the movie, you're gonna come back here next time to see what I have to offer you. So you have to engage your audience. So you have the desired step, whether making. In this case here, I'm selling you a content. I'm selling you movies and what I think about it. So to support a cause. And what I did when I formulated the central message is, first of all, you have to identify your target audience. And I did that. I tried to target exactly from 0 to 100 years. And I'm gonna say, wow, are you really that? Yes, I wanted to show everyone movies. So that's my target audience. So to talk about demographics, and maybe I wanted to not to have a demographic exactly specific, because I wanted to show to everyone. So I researched my audience, and I prefer to movie-related content on Instagram. So sometimes I watch TV, I watch series, but I wanted to bring movies. And I wanted to go to think about afterwards. Did you enjoy the experience? Did you enjoy the reviews, the behind scenes insights, or not nostalgic posts? That's what I wanted to do. And what I do, I wanted to open more my communication plan. I want to not just only have the Instagram. I want to launch in time for the Oscars. I love the Oscars. I want to watch all the movies, marathon. So what I want to do is, I have a blog. I'm going to share with you later the links. And I have a Notion plan about it. And after that, I also want to do a podcast to talk about not only Oscars, but also my passion for the movies. So here, my journey here is creating a communication plan, so I can have a target audience and I can get to you. So if I did that just right now, I think I'm really happy for that. So I invite you to come to my dream and build a movie community. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really great to watch movies. Unfortunately, during quarantine, I stopped having the habits, especially going to the cinema in itself, because most of the experience on going to see movies, the cinema in itself, now watch a movie or your house, and going to the cinema is an amazing experience. So now I'm gonna have 1 minute for the feedback for Naya. And yeah, it's, I don't know if it's Laura or it's not Fernando, but yeah, that's.
Time's up.
All right, guys, now we finish with the live feedback, and now we go to the, where is it? Time report Fernando Viana or Laura? Which one of the speeches are eligible to be voted?
Yeah, it will be me for now. So both of the speeches are available to be voted. Both of them were from 5 to 7 minutes. Gilmar did it on 5 minutes, 35 seconds, and Naya did it on 5 minutes, 17 seconds. So you can vote for both of them.
That's great. We vote now, right? Yeah. So guys, during our next break, I want to talk about movies. Which movies have you watched recently? I think the last movie I watched was Numb from Numb to the terror movie, the horror movie. Oh, sorry guys, there's a network break, so we're gonna go straight to the table topics. And I'm gonna give the stage to Vitor Feijó. And he's gonna tell you guys how this part of the meeting works. The stage is yours, Vitor.
Hello, guys. Can I present my slides?
Of course, gonna just stop sharing here.
Thank you. Are everybody seeing my slides?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So let's start with the table topics. This part of the meeting, I will get volunteers to speak 2-3 minutes about one topic that I will choose. As I see it, it's a great opportunity to improve your skills in improvisation. So after all, who never needed to improvise at least once in life? So this part of the meeting is a great opportunity as I see it. Besides that, this environment that Toastmasters create, it's the best way that you can train your skills. We are used to remember the guests and also the members, that here we have this environment that we are here to learn without judgment. So I encourage everyone here to volunteer yourself and try this adventure, since we are talking about adventure here in this meeting. So let's start with the first volunteer. I will share my slides here. No, you are already seeing my slides. So I want to call someone here that are in Toastmasters for a long time. So if someone want to be the first volunteer.
Hi, I would like to participate.
Nice. Let me see your name, Vanessa.
Vanessa,
Nice.
yes.
So Vanessa, there is a saying in life that life is a journey, and I would like to know which way of your life you would explore more if you had plenty time. So that's your topic that you are going to talk about. Which way of your life you would explore more if you had plenty time? The stage is yours. You have 2 to 3 minutes. Am I correct, timer?
Yes, you have between 1 and
1 to 2. Yeah.
1 to 2? Okay, 1 to 2 minutes to talk about this topic. The stage is yours, Vanessa.
Okay, thank you, Victor. I'm interested in many things. I think one of the things that I would explore more in my life is music. I would like to play the guitar. It's always here remembering me. You have to play me. I would like to sing more. In the past, I did some singing classes, but I would like to return to this activity. And I would also like to learn sign languages. I don't I don't want to learn many more languages. I would like to learn Japanese and maintain the languages that I have. But sign language is a language I would really like to know, because I think it's not only about the knowledge, it's about you being able to include more people in your life and in society, because there are some people who can't communicate with you vocally, and this and some of them feel excluded from society because of this. So I think not only me, but more people should learn sign languages. And I would also like to travel more. I already travel enough, I think, but I think it's never enough. I said I traveled enough, but it's never enough. There are a lot of places to know and people to meet, and if I had more time, I don't think I would be without things to do, because I am interested in many things. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Was a great topics that you said about learning sinus. It should be a nice way to include more people. I agree with you. And as you said, travel isn't enough, never. So I'd like to travel more too. Let me present my slides again. Okay. So for the next topic, I would like to call someone. Let me see. I will ask who here wants to be the second volunteer for the second topic? Anyone?
I can go.
Sure. Let me see your name. Raquel, thank you. So Raquel, for the second topic, I have this slide. So the world is ending, and you urgently need to make a presentation to the entire world, and we want to know what would you talk about. This number is the actual number of people in the entire world. So the stage is yours.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is ending, and there is nothing mesmerizing about this. It's actually the opposite. We should all be freaking out. But instead of that, let's think about the following. If the world is ending, it doesn't mean that we only have the earth to inhabit. We can go to other places. We can get a rocket and go together to another planet. Let's try to find a planet for us to live. I don't know if Mars is available because we have already done too many things to Mars. So maybe we should look for other universes and see if there is another planet that is available. And we should start searching for that because in a few minutes we are not going to have time to do anything. So we need to start right now and start a plan looking for the different presidents in the world to see which one is more intelligent, and let's try to do a WhatsApp group to try to put ideas and see what we can do in this few minutes that we have. That's it, guys. Thank you.
Nice. Was a funny speech with the group WhatsApp group. I laughed a lot. So let's go to the third topic. For this topic, let me present. If you can go, you can go. Yes, you can go, Olavo. Let just me present again my slides. For this second topic, I would like to tell a kind of history. So would you be the third volunteer, Olavo?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so let's start. So it's Monday and you have just arrived at work. You look at the clock and see it's 9 a.m., knowing that you have lots of work to do. Suddenly, your coworker, your friend, shows up and says, I have 2 tickets to travel to space with Elon Musk technology. Would you come? You will tell me your answer, and if you go, you probably will lose your job. So be careful with your answer, okay? The stage is yours.
All right. So if I arrive at work at 9 p.m., I'm late. So I'm probably gonna get fired anyway. So I'll for sure choose to go to space. Thanks a lot that my work's an internship, so a lot of works out there for me. And I love to go to space. It's like a dream of mine to go to space. I remember when I was young, my mom made OJ for me every single day in the morning. And I drink a lot because I love OJ. I love orange juice. And at the time I was a kid, and I told my mom that I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut. And she said to me, Olavo, if you go to space, when are you gonna drink the OJ I made for every week, every day? I told her I didn't know that going to space and coming back would take weeks. But I told her, no, every morning I'll be here, drink the OJ, go to work, go to space. The next morning I'm gonna do all over again. So I will for sure go to space. And after I finish that, I'll come back to Brazil. The first thing I would do was gonna call my mom and ask her, is OJ ready for me? Thanks everyone for the space. And now it's with you, Peter.
Nice, Olavo. Thank you for your speech. Yes, I have this dream too, to go to the space. Must be a nice place to see the entire world and feel like this kind of anxious, like, oh my God, I'm seeing everyone and I'm an ant in the spaceship. So let's go we have time for one more.
Yes, Victor, we can do
Sure.
one more.
So for this next topic, I want to call a friend of mine. Renat, are you here?
Yes, Victor, I'm here.
Yes. Will you please be the last volunteer, please?
Yeah.
Sure. So in this topic, it's quite easy. I will tell you something. If you had all the money in the world, where would you go and why? Since we're talking about adventure. The stage is yours, Renato.
All right. Thank you for invitation, Victor. If I had all the money of the world, probably I would travel. I would try to do what one guy did. I know that it's not for real, but the last book I read one book in French. That's the tour around the world in 80 days. Probably nowadays it will not take so long, but I would love to to visit first Japan. I never been there. Actually, I never been in Asia. And from Japan, probably Australia also. I would love to travel, to know new people, to taste food, you know. And as you invite me to be volunteer, probably I'll take you with me, and we'll have a lot of fun, nice experience, you know. But as you told me that I need to spend my money in the adventure, I will do that. But if I could share this money with other people, probably I would do that. So that's what I would do. Thank you.
Nice, nice. So I'm glad that you called me for your adventure. It should be nice. And I think that's it. We have more time or no?
No, Victor,
No,
that's it.
it's okay.
So was nice.
So thank you, people, everyone who participated. And let's continue with our meeting. Thank you.
And now the time reports with Oratória. She's going to tell us if the speeches are eligible, which speeches are eligible to be voted on.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So Vanessa has done her speech in 2 minutes and 12. Raquel in 1 minute and 13. Olavo in 1 minute and 17. Renato, thank you for coming 1 minute and 25 seconds. So everyone is eligible to be voted. Congrats, guys. Back to you, Olaf.
And now we're going to vote for the best table topic speech. And the time's going to tell us when the time is over.
Time is up.
All right, guys. So now continue the meeting. And we're going to do the feedback. We're going to have the feedback from our evaluators. Giuseppe is going to be the evaluator for Gilmar, and this is yours, Giuseppe.
Thank you, Olavo. Can everybody hear me well?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, you can.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Well, first of all, good morning to everyone, and congratulations to Gilmar. Before anything else, for challenging yourself. It's not easy to make a speech in English, and it's definitely a clear sign of challenging yourself. And then on a more, not personal, but okay, let's say personal. It's nice to evaluate and give feedback to somebody who has already shared some of the ideas, some of the objectives of the speech, etc., prior to the meeting. It shows commitment and it shows dedication and definitely wanting to do well at the speech. Now, my feedback is on the objective of the speech is basically body language, efficient body language. And so my feedback is mainly based on things like clarity, vocal variety, gestures, etc., but it's not limited to that. So when it comes to the evaluation, it's a free topic. And I thought the topic is quite interesting. It's more like an overall let's say reflection about life, and that is it applies to everyone, and so it's easy for the listeners to engage. In terms of the body language itself, I think you did really well, Gilmar, really well. All the things that I could see were positive. The vocal variety was there. You stood up in front of a camera. You were moving a little bit forward, a little bit backward. You were moving with the gestures, the hands, etc., the eyes. You were looking straight into the camera, and I thought all this was extremely positive. So in terms of the main objective of the speech, I would say it's top. You also fix some of the technical challenges, I think, including the sound. So definitely, again, very good in terms of preparation. The speech, more in terms of the content, it starts very well because you open up with a question and then you go back into time and you say, when I was 10, and then you end up bringing up the listener into the story. And that's a very positive thing. Then you start going into how life is an adventure, how we have to face challenges in terms of saying we are rational, but we're also emotional, etc., etc. So the development of the speech, the ideas, I think is very positive. You also elucidate the constraints further on, like we don't have enough time, etc., etc. So in terms of the speech, I like those challenges also about the fact that we procrastinate when time is limited. So you have to analyze what are the strengths and the challenges, etc. That was very positive. To improve, things like accent, we're not going to improve any of us. The thing is in English and that's it. Things like grammar, you could these days rewrite the speech in something like the ChatGPT. That would help. Things like looking down right, you repeat it several times. I would encourage more variety in terms of looking here or looking there. And to conclude, I think it would have been nice to finish with 1, 2, or 3 key messages to take away so that it doesn't sound like a bit of a reflection in terms of what is life, etc. It's like, okay, this has been the reflection. My conclusion is tac, tac, tac. So I think that would help. So if nothing you did wrong, but I think those extra things you could do to improve the speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jose. I bet you might appreciate your feedback. And now is Alessandro Dias. He's going to be the evaluator for Nayarima. The stage yours, Alessandro.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Nice. Yeah, great. Evaluation for everyone. Great speech for everyone. I'm out. So we saw that we have a little struggle in the beginning to share your slides. I'm not sure exactly how much this would impact your message, but on the other hand, I really saw a great speech showing really the objective of your speech that was showing to us some kind of a part of a planning or communication plan or the result of the plan that you have tried to develop before. You understand clear that you have in your mind what you would like to do, what was your audience that you would like to target with your plan using your Instagram account. And I really think that with that, really nailed the objective of your speech. On these online meetings, especially now that I'm on my smartphone, I couldn't really pay attention for the guests and see how they would be really paying attention. That was one thing that would like me to see. But I will, after this, watch the recording on the grid view, and I will share that feedback with you so I can really see how much people were paying attention, because during just online meetings, it's easy to just think about something else. Trying to see how mesmerizing was your speech. I really love seeing Baby Yoda on your t-shirt. I know that how much you love Star Wars, and this was really a great thing to see because that was directly related with your objective speech. Indeed, trying to see what you can improve. As I just mentioned, English is a tough thing to deliver, especially us, at least me, that are not used to speak English. It's great to see the club have this meeting again. And one thing that I saw and was caught in my attention was, I believe you were on your smartphone, I think, on vertical mode like me now, and you had a lot of from ahead of your head. And that can be a little bit distracted. I know that maybe if we tilt the phone on the horizontal mode, we can have maybe more things to be distracted here in the side. But I believe that if we can frame it better, we can focus better on your eyes, your speech, on your body language. That instead was great. We can clearly see your hands, your mouth, your hand movements. That was really intentional. And another thing, just to point out as I try to improve, I believe that you were seeing your slides during your speech, and sometimes your hand is moving forward to get the mouse and try to change slides. I know that everyone doesn't really have a presentation in your hand, but you can try to just grab your mouse outside the table and use just the clicks to move forward and backward, and don't need to move your hand on the table, try to grab the mouse, click the slideshow, and move on. So that's an idea. I already did this on the past. And that was a great speech, Naya. I hope to really see you here again on English meetings and challenge everyone here to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alessandro, for giving us the pleasure of evaluating Naya. And now continue the meeting. We're gonna have a time report from Oratória Melo. And the teachers will tell you.
Hello, guys. Well, Jose has done in 3 minutes and 15, and Alessandro 3 minutes 49. So, guys, no one is eligible today. Sorry for that. Pay attention, guys. Back to you, Olavo. Sorry for that.
Yes, since they are eligible, we're gonna skip the best evaluator part of the meeting. And now we're gonna have reports in regards to the encounter and dramatic mistakes we did and what we did well in this meeting. The teachers, Rachel Island. Yeah, I remember the day, but you were the one that
Yes.
was that, so you know.
Okay, so let's do this. And I love the fact that you call me Rachel Island because it makes a lot of sense here in the English meeting. All right, so I got I wrote some things here. I'm not the greatest grammarian or accounter because I sometimes when I'm paying attention to the speech, I forget to take notes of the mistakes and of the little things that go past. For example, there was something that Olavo said which was difficult to speech. I don't know if it was the way that he spoke, but it's difficult to speak. And sometimes some things that Olavo said weren't very clear because of the internet instability, and sometimes I didn't quite catch the entire phrase, and I don't know if it was me hearing him because of the internet or if it was really a mistake. But during quarantine, you said quarantine, and it's quarantine. At least I have heard that much more often than quarantine. So I don't know if I'm correct. Jose can help me with that. But there was another thing that I heard as well that was didn't saw, but it's didn't see. When you use the did, you have to keep the other verb in the present. Some as, some as, some people also had some, just like myself right now, some long pauses and the use of fillers, which is the accounter. It's very hard for you to keep a speech without using this extra every now and again. So sometimes Gilmar, you had the habit of rocking to the sides, and that was something that included the us and as I think that he was like singing. So and at some moments it was funny, but it was very very nice the fact that he used some word choices, like he used mesmerize, the word of the day, and some things that were mispronounced that I heard were instincts, which is instincts. The part that's stressed the word the most is the stressor of the word is in the ins instead of the tincts. So it's instincts and not instincts. Another thing that was really nice that Gilmar used was managerial style. Very nice. That is a very nice phrasing. Naya said, you have to be terrible so that you can be remembered. So I don't think that that's the best word, because terrible is not a good word. So you don't want to be terrible. You want to be awesome. So to be remembered, to be mesmerizing to the audience. And there were other things that I noted, but I think that if I take too long here, I'm gonna be out of time and our meeting is over. So thank you guys so much. Many people use the word of the day. Congratulations. And it's not eligible, it's eligible every time that you say, oh, this person is eligible and not eligible or eligible. So eligible. That's it.
Thanks so much, Rachel. I'm gonna try to incorporate those things you taught me in my next speeches, and the next time I do a function here at Toastmasters and life in itself. And now the general evaluator will be Daniel Pina, and he's gonna give us a speech in regards to all of the meeting itself, before it starts until displays. And the stage is yours, Daniel.
Thank you, Olavo. Thank you, everyone. It was really nice to see this meeting. I know that we are getting back to the English meeting, so some things have to be addressed yet, but so I think that things are going well, and I know that we are gonna rock this meeting even in the next one, and the next we are gonna be better. So first of all, I would like to congratulate Olavo for challenging himself to guess the Toastmaster of the day. It was the first time that he was the Toastmasters of the day, so it was a big challenge, even because it was in English. And one thing that was important, he started on time and he tried to follow the schedule, so that was really nice. He brought a theme that about adventure, and it turns the meeting more interesting. It was really nice, this as well. About the word of the day, was mesmerized, so I would like to recommend you just before, try to arrange with the grammarian if you are gonna say, or the grammarian gonna say, explain the word of the day, because at least in this beginning we were not have like this arranged, so you could be at the next time you could do it first and just arrange the things. And about the timer as well, and one thing that I would like to say to you, that you are the leader of the meeting. So we were in that at a certain time that Fernanda couldn't get the timer role, and it was everyone just shut up, and you could, for example, bring some solution. You are the leader of this meeting, so be the one who I would like to encourage you to be the leader and to take for example, I know that there are some improvisation, for example, all this kind of stuff happens, so you can bring the solutions just to be more fluid, the meeting. And just one more recommendation, you can speak a little bit slower, use more pauses, because most of us are just developing our English skills. So sometimes it's interesting to know that everyone is following you. So I would do this recommendation for you. And the last one, relax more. I know that, for example, when you impromptu speech, you are relaxed and you are smiling, and that's nice. But when you are in the Toastmaster of the day, you are a little bit in the rush. So the next time, just trying to smile more, to relax more. And I know that's totally normal because it was the first one. And I would like to congratulate the Zoom master as well, Laura. And she was really proactive to take a timer as well role at the beginning. Was really nice. And I would like to say as well that she's really experienced in Zoom technology. So she's awesome. She rocks us and she do everything. So really good. And just one recommendation is just to try at the next time to be in touch of all speakers, for example, with Naya, and maybe you test some slideshows first at the beginning of the meeting. So maybe you could like try to arrange this kind of stuff, and always gonna be more fluid at next time. And Aletheia as well was our second timer, was really great job. Thank you for being with us, always support us. I don't know if everyone knows, but Aletheia is behind the stage and she's doing a lot of stuff. So congratulations. I would like to thank you. And about grammarian and accountant, I would say about Raquel Ilha. Thank you for taking this role. It's really difficult, and you were funny. You had you get a detailed feedback that was really nice. And just one recommendation that I already did with Toastmasters of the Day, just try to solve with him first who is gonna say about the word of the day, and just to be clear for everyone. And that was my only unique recommendation. About Topics Master, I would like to say to Victor, first of all, congrats for explaining the function really well. He pushed up the people to the volunteer, was really enthusiastic and smiled, and it was really nice. And it was something that struck me, that he used the theme of the day, and was fantastic because people could link all the information and that they pick during the meeting with the table topics, and that was really nice. And something that I would like to give as a recommendation, just remember to say for people about the pin of the timer, because I don't know if everybody knows about that's important to pin the timer to know if you are eligible or not for the competition. And you just forgot a little bit about the time. That was 1 to 2 minutes, but it's totally okay. It's the first time as a topic master in English, so congratulations. I'd like to say about as well about our evaluators. Jose Pedrosa is really nice. He is a really experienced guy, and he has applied a sandwich method that was really nice. And he showed us that he was listening actively, and he has gave some great recommendation that was really nice. Just one thing that I would like to recommend, it's just to say if the person, I mean the Gilmar, for example, if he accomplished his task in his project. And I just thought that you could like add this information if he accomplished his tasks in his project, and it would be awesome. And just pay attention a little bit more about the time, because I know that's really tough. I'm trying to do it right now, but just to be eligible for the next time for the competition. And the last one, Alessandro Diaz, thank you for all your speech. The internet is not so good, at least at the beginning, so maybe you could see yourself when you see the YouTube video, and maybe just try to say directly to Naiwa some things that were a little bit lost. And you showed active listening as well. You really pay attention in the body language, showed us, you just gave like a really class for us how to do it in the online. So thank you for everything, and pay attention to the time as well. It's really important to be eligible for the next time. So thank you guys for everything. I hope that I didn't forget anything. So I'll be here and let's do a next meeting even better. Thank you. Get back to Toastmaster of the Day.
And now we're gonna show one the best speeches. And it's the winners of the day part. So self-referential liberation. I don't know if it's very good in doing this online, but the presentation meeting is quick. And the winner of the day of the best table topic speech was Rachel Island. She won the table topics. Congratulations, Rachel. Unfortunately, with the online meeting, we cannot do a selfie like we do it on the presentation one. And now for the best prepared speech. Gilmar Anderson, he won the best speech, the best prepared speech. And like with Rachel, we cannot take the picture, but it's here the ribbon. Now we're gonna go to the final announcements. Next meeting will be on October 7th. It's the Portuguese one, and it's gonna be hybrid. So even if you're not joining this presentation, you can be there online. And it's amazing, it's just like ours, just like the one we're doing right now, but a little bit bigger. This one's a PAC meeting, and one's a regular one. And I want to leave you guys with this. It's a quote, and to me, it's very related to adventures from a book called The Dark Tower, The Drawing of the Tree, and it's about a character named Roland and his quest towards the Dark Tower. If dying was required, he intends to die as Roland. He would die falling to the tower that was required. And in life, we have our Dark Tower. And to me, it's like being a father. I want to be a father someday. So everything I do right now is in regards to being a father. And if you guys have a Dark Tower in your life, you should do everything you have in your power to reach it. And Brasília Toastmasters is amazing. I don't have a gavel right here, but I'm gonna use my camera to finish this meeting. And now we're gonna take a picture. Who is gonna take a screenshot right here again? Everyone that is online, everyone's online, but I see a few people here that they can open them. If you can, and if you're okay with that, you should open. So can I take the picture and then send it on the box of the group? All right. If you want. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks so much for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be part of Toastmaster meeting, especially being the Toastmaster of the day. And now, if Daniel Pinnick has something to say to us.
Yeah, I'd just like to say one thing more. And we have a next meeting in English, but we don't have the schedule already. But we are trying to arrange a joint meeting with Stirling Club. That's club from Florida. So we are trying to arrange. So be aware, we are gonna post on the Instagram and WhatsApp, so everyone can go there and just join us in this meeting. So thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye, everybody.
If you have any question, or
yeah, for sure. If you have any question, we are here just to talk a little bit more.
Yeah, or leave your contact. You can talk after.
Thank you, Renato, Elaine, Laura, Olavo.
Yeah, Elaine, I love to see you here.
I think already talked to Elaine, right?
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody.
She's my friend.
Very nice.
You are, yeah. You are in love.
Oh, cool. And Renato?
Yeah, Renato's a friend of mine.
Thank you for that.
So it was everything arranged for you and him just to I know it.
Improvised speech,
So woke
right?
me up. I was sleeping. Hey, you have
Was a
Toastmasters
trap,
today.
was
Oh,
a trap.
yeah. Just come and watch. Oh, yeah, I will watch. Thank you.
It was a trap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
well
congratulations, guys.
It was
It was
good.
really
Yes.
nice.
And
Thank you.
you.
Joabi as well is here, but
Joabi, my mates, I'm
say
so
anything.
happy to see you here.
Guys, I'm going. Have a great day today. Great
Yeah.
weekend. Thank you for the meeting. Bye-bye,
Thank
people.
you,
Thank
Vitor. Thank you.
Have a nice day
Bye,
today.
Victor. And this wasn't
Bye-bye.
his first topic master in English. Actually, he did one in the German club, right? He left, but he did one.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't him. He was a
Bye-bye.
part of it there. Forgot, was a listener that did that one. All right, guys.
Right now, I will put my shirt like Alessandro and just try to chill out in my Saturday.
Yeah, what a run, right, Daniel? I'm going to
have a
be
nice
good,
day.
guys.
Thank
Bye,
you for all
guys.
support,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Have a great
I
day.
loved your
now.
speech.
See you.
I'm going also. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gilmar.
You too. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.